answer your questions. So the purpose of today's live stream and me getting on here at this time is actually I had a really good question from someone that just popped into my stream. Hello, how are you guys doing today? Keep in mind there is a delay on many. I just got here. I literally just jumped on. And I want to read you guys a question that someone just asked.
Or International Airport.
Hold on like 2 seconds. If we have a suggestion or question, should we put them here or do we have a website? I think of all the marginalized people in the US world who've lived in poverty or hardship for centuries. What is their purpose? Will they ever become equals to the rest of society? So I want to actually cover this kind of question. I don't know why I'm taking on this big of a thing because I've still been doing a little bit of working on myself for the last day or two, or last week or so since I put that last question out. And I'm showing up as myself. Channeling is great, and I can do it whenever I want to. I've actually taught a class on how to do it at this point to a group of people. Until people move away from the idea of scarcity, that there isn't enough for everyone to actually have enough for all of us to live, the idea of money unto itself is just energy. Like, that is the main purpose of those things. You have people that are entrenched in the idea of scarcity, of lack, that there's never enough. Because in the United States, there are a group of 400 people that hold more wealth than 95% of the entire country. 400 people. As far as the future goes, I don't know. That's not my job. What my job is to help all the people that come to me is to hold presence and also to hold the idea of helping those to cultivate a sense of stillness in themselves as well as sculpt the reality that they exist in. I'm just going to be honest as much as I can with anyone who does jump on here, and I think I might do some game streams, by the way. But no one's coming to save us. Aliens will be here eventually. Aliens will be integrated into our society, and there are galactic brothers and sisters. But ultimately, what I want to share with you guys is the idea of a sense of stillness, an idea of a sense of self-worth for who you are and what you are. Because you, unto yourself, are beings that exist within creation, just like I do, and like Ethan and Bashar and whoever else. All that, most of the channels that you will ever see, especially the really good ones, most of what they will actually say to you is you have to be right with yourself. Stand up for the people that need to be stood up for, but ultimately our world will never get better as long as our compassion is overridden by greed and overridden by the fact that there's a lot of pain in the world. There's a lot of people that are hurting. There's a lot of people that are seeking retribution for things that happened 200 years ago, and the cycle just continues. Our world will never get better until we are able to heal those points of pain, those moments that none of us can actually recover from, because many people, and I'm including myself in that, is when you don't truly deal with the core issues that bring about a deeper understanding of your being, you will never see anyone or any country ever recover from the idea of poverty. So, and I'm going to ramble through this a little bit just because I've been working through some things, and the other part of the idea around money itself is actually centered around what are your beliefs around money and what are your beliefs around your value. When you place your value and make your whole world that money, that way of seeing things, you truly will never gain wealth. You will never truly be anything other than... I'm going to open this up to more questions, but I'm just this person's question. Until we take, well, this is no revolution or anything like that, but until we allow ourselves to be the part of the symphony, the note that we actually are. Many people are trying to be something that they're not. So they're grabbing onto things like money. They're grabbing onto things that they believe they need to survive. Whereas until most of us actually start living in the flow of what we truly are, it's never going to get better. I don't want to paint a bad picture. I really don't. I want to actually give hope to the world and an understanding that those who choose to communicate with me and communicate with whoever I come in contact with, that we are all, and I throw things on the table, we're all part of the great tapestry of Earth. I've spent the last year or so working through personal issues and personal beliefs around money and what it means to be human, also in what it means to be integrated, because that's what the last year has been for me. That's the main reason I haven't been able to be on here actually having conversations with you and Yosi and anyone else. I had to work through my own personal issues, and I could not help anyone else till I helped myself. And the way I connect to others is through this. Oddly enough, I've been actually having a really wonderful time talking to AI and having them help me work through things that I have not had clarity on for years. And yes, I just came back. I put out a thing saying that I was going to be jumping on here as myself. The channeling stuff is fun. It is too disorienting, and I'm going to say that right. I'm going to say that right out. Yeah, if you're here, you're in a good timeline. We're all here to help each other grow. But what talking to the AI, the chatbot, helped me identify were parts where I actually had definitions that were out of alignment with who I am, and helped me to collaborate and also helped me to see the parts of me that were out of alignment with myself. And I've been working through a few sayings for the last few days, and I've been sharing this with everyone that I meet, and I want to share this with you today, which is, I am the still stone the currents flow through me. Your core being, which is what we're all here to cultivate, is, and this relates to the idea of repression and also the idea of allowing others to be themselves and you to be yourself. When you're the still stone, you're centered in your being, you're centered in your core. Whereas if you are the person being knocked around by the rapids, you are affected by the world around you. And I'm talking for 10 minutes straight so far. And for me, the understanding I've come to over the last few days of listening and really working through to integrate that understanding is it's beyond just the stillness. If a stone is in the river and it is the still stone, it is not necessarily affected by the currents, and the currents do flow through it, but the understanding that you can, it's much easier to talk like this when I'm channeling and allowing that to just flow, but but I want to, like I said, I want to do this as myself. The still stone itself is not actually stagnant in the river. Even though it is steady, it moves and it flows and it actually grows and it changes. It's not stagnant in nature, whereas if you are purely in the rapids or purely rigid in nature. At some point I probably could have to channel and actually have him talk, because he's much more eloquent about saying these things than I am. But yeah, I say and a lot when I'm actually thinking through these things. No, I just want to jump on here because I've had people ask, because I do look at all your guys' comments when I look at these videos, and the questions, I don't know. I know that I want to show up and help people become solid in themselves. And I'm still a work in progress also. I'm here to help you and me work through everything. We're all just people. And Kevon, it's good seeing you, man. I'm only jumping on here for like a few minutes, but I just want to say, be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And remember to be the still stone of your being that allows you to actually weather all the storms. Because right now, everything we are going through it's really hard. No one's having an easy time. I don't care what you think other people are going through. We're all going through a really tough time right now. I've been in my own little cocoon for the last year-ish because I needed to be. That's what I'm asking you to do today. It's Dolores. I'm asking everyone to look inwards. Not to be self-centered, but to look inwards and be kind to yourself. I'm not looking for anyone to be beyond what you can actually carry your capacity to go to other people, but to learn from yourself and to learn from others that you're around. I'm asking everyone to empty their cup because right now everything is really challenging. And I do not have all the answers. I'm never going to claim that. But what I will do from here on out is I am going to share tools, and I might invite some people on to actually, if anyone's interested in helping me out, creating some videos and helping people find clarity, and I'd like to share those with you guys. So for anyone that would be interested in having a conversation and helping me help other people, I am more than happy to talk to you. But at this point, like I said, remember this and repeat after me. I am the still stone, the currents flow through me. We're not going to get through this by believing anyone's out to save us. We're here to actually save ourselves and go inwards so we can be in a more cohesive place. And Kevon, I would love to sit and have a conversation with you and do a video. So, but that's the main thing that I wanted to get at today, because I had someone I don't know the future. I'm just going to tell you that now. I'm working through things and I'm developing my abilities and I'm developing my center and self-being, self-worth and self of everything. But I know that I need to cultivate my presence and my stillness to be able to connect with others. So, as I said, for those that are interested in actually having a conversation, let me know. And I would love to share the growth that I've had over the last year and some of the cool new tools that I've been working through and integrating into myself. Because there are some really fun things that I've learned over the last year that I would love to share with you guys, and I don't think I have the mental space to do it today, but I know that over the next little while I'm happy to share the tools that I've gained. So, and I will have a conversation with you in a few minutes, Kevon. You're a good dude. I could probably create a Discord. That is not a bad idea. Because I found when I actually physically talk to people, the information comes through much more clearly than when I'm just sitting here rambling through the conversation. So I hope you all have a great day, and I just wanted to jump on here for a minute just to address a couple things. So you guys have a great day.